The Solomon Islands were in good form early on against American Samoa, but they struggled to find an early breakthrough. It eventually came not from this penalty kick, which was saved by Peni Eliatu, but it eventually came after much pressure through Paul Francis. Very neatly tucked away at the near post. This pace on the outside is what the Solomon Islands bring as an attacking threat, and Atu went down just slightly too early. You can see there, Francis just has a look over the shoulder to see where Afasioni is, and he knows he's got that extra yard of space, and he puts it away. Atu was called into action many times. This is a save he made from Barry Lamoki. Lamoki was a constant threat and a chief architect of many of the Solomon Islands' best chances. He goes close here. Alden Suri, who was popping up on both flanks, got involved in this piece of play. A lovely whipped cross into the 6-yard box. You can see here that Lamoki decides he's just going to hit the ball into that channel, and arriving on the spot to make it 2-0 is Francis. Suri then added to the woes of American Samoa with his first goal of the tournament. He had a lot to do here. First touch looked as though it was setting himself up to shoot. He had Afasioni trying to shut him down, and then he finished with the left foot. Chances rained down on the American Samoan goal, and eventually Barry Lamoki got in on the act with goal number 4 on 41 minutes. Atu couldn't do anything. Nicely timed run, because I think the player to Lamoki's left might have been offside, but he wasn't interfering with play, a key element. American Samoa spent most of their half defending, and Atu pulled off that save from Alden Suri's free kick. Little routine here that barely disguised its intentions in truth, but Atu was up to the task. Long range shot by Jonica Collins, intercepting it off Joel Luiramo, but it was easy to collect by Junior Petua. The Solomon Islands train kept steaming along. Junior Rocky trying to find a way through. Brave stop by the goalkeeper, Atu. Joel Luiramo turned supplier. The header not on target. But the Solomon Islands were persistent, if nothing else, and they kept trying to test the goalkeeper. That should have ended up in the back of the net. The goalkeeper got a bit of luck here. The finish right into his gloves when they had the whole goal to aim at. It doesn't look any better from that angle, but American Samoa were hanging in there gamely. Eventually, though, the breach was broken. Lovely hooked finish by Paul Francis to complete his hat-trick on 67 minutes. Atu was caught wrong-footed. And then this combination play, Junior Rocky spots a little gap there at the far post, and then it's tucked away. Alden Suri, good ball by Luiramo. Rocky plays 1-2 with Alfia Aonga, and there is the finish. Solomon Islands kept Atu busy all afternoon. Hit the crossbar as well. Very dangerous ball put into the box, and the strike from Junior Rocky was mishit. But eventually Solomon Islands prevailed, finally sticking the ball in the net again. This time through substitute Selwyn-Ho. R2 came out, it was the right thing to do, but stuck away with the outside of the right boot. That shot wasn't too far away. Plenty of power, not accurate enough.